You know what's always great about a Sonic game? Damn, it got some music that's awesome. Why is it so good? I love it so much. Why is it so good? When it comes to a Sonic game, literally 9.9999999 times out of 10, the music is always a descendant from heaven itself. Don't believe me? Here, check out my personal Spotify playlist of Sonic music. Look how long this thing is compared to what I normally listen to on the regular. With the Sonic franchise and it always having massive discourse when it comes to its games, like how the games play, or how it is today, or that it was never good at all, one thing we can all agree on in the Sonic community, well heck, not just the Sonic community, the gaming community as a whole, and that is the music of the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise is always fantastic. It hardly ever fails. Yes, the music will make you go crazy sometimes out of pure happiness. That doesn't mean that every piece of Sonic music that's out there is a godsend from heaven. No, there are some stinky garbage ones out there as well. Like sometimes you want to change the options in Sonic Spinball. There's also your Sonic Forces with its meh of a soundtrack full of garbage synths, and also Team Sonic Racing with its okay music. But like I said, 9 times out of 10, Sonic music is always great. Whether it's stage tracks, boss tracks, main themes, or even just the jingle you get from getting a power-up. Like, come on, how can you make a power-up theme be this good? But probably one of the most memorable pieces of Sonic music is the vocal themes from Sonic games. I love so many of them, and so I thought it would be fun today to give my top 10 picks of Sonic vocal themes that I think are the best. But then I realized something. I didn't even know what they were. So I spent hours in my room listening to every Sonic vocal theme to determine which was the best. And I finally narrowed it down and decided which I personally think were my top 10. So with that said, everybody, let's go ahead and get into it. Here's my top 10 Sonic vocal themes that are the best of the best. Starting this list off strong at number 10 is the main theme from Sonic CD, and that is You Can Do Anything. This song is from the Japanese and Europe version of Sonic CD, while here in America, we got Sonic Boom, which is actually a pretty good theme too, but this one is way better. I first heard Sonic Boom when I was way younger, but then I switched the OST to the Japanese on my iPod. That was the first time I heard this song when I played Sonic CD on mobile, and that version was instrumental because at the time, it was a rights issue because the male singer in this song passed away in 2009, but eventually the song was fully brought back to its original glory thanks to Sonic Origins. You know, that is likely the last positive thing you'll ever hear from me about Sonic Origins. But this song is amazing. Whenever I first heard the original lyric version of this song, I loved it. The song perfectly just fits well with the opening of Sonic CD. This theme just fits in well with its soundtrack and its style, and it overall just sounds like pure 90s to me, in my opinion. Its aesthetic just perfectly welcomes you into Sonic CD. If you haven't played Sonic CD, play with the Japanese soundtrack so you can get this opening. I promise you, it's much better than Sonic Boom. This song just really gets me going, and I love it so much. It's the perfect opening for classic Sonic in this game, and it sounds amazing, and that's why I place it number 10 on my list. Just have a listen to the song. Number 9. Number 1. No, that's what the song is called. I'm serious. It's not number 1 as in number 1 on this list. I made the song! Number 1 from Sonic R. This song is played at the end of the game at the credits. The Sonic R soundtrack has got to be one of the most goated Sonic soundtracks from the 90s. Music from TJ Davis and Richard Jacques is so memorable, and the songs are so... how should I put this? I don't even know if I could put it into words, but I sure can try. Pure positivity. The songs give off such a positive vibe. You can't help but feel happy when you listen to them. Songs like Can You Feel the Sunshine, Back in Time, Work It Out, and of course, this one as well. I know there's some more to the Sonic R OST like the iconic Supersonic Racing and Living in the City, also Diamond in the Sky, but these 4 are my favorites. And out of all of them, I gotta give it to number 1. It sounds like we just completed our time together and now we're all saying our goodbyes, and that's kind of what's actually going on in the song. Here, have a listen.
When the day is done, when the race is won, all I need is you, for always and forever. All you need is me, remember when I said, all we need is love, for us to be together. 'Cause you're my number one. All I need is you, for always and forever. All you need is me, remember.
This song just simply puts a smile on my face, and I love listening to it, especially at sunset sometimes while I drive. And TJ Davis always does a great job. All of her work is amazing. One song I do recommend checking out is a song called It Doesn't Really Matter from another Sega game called Metropolis Street Racer. Check out that song. It is probably my favorite TJ Davis song out there, so I'd definitely give it a listen. A little fun fact, this used to actually be the song that would play in the outro on my videos. Overall, I love this song, and it really is one of my all-time favorites when it comes to Sonic songs of the classic era. So the next up vocal theme for the number 8 spot is Never Turn Back. This song is the true credits theme from Shadow the Hedgehog. When you finally clear the true ending, you might not know of this because mainly, let's be honest, who actually went through all these? This song is probably one of, if not the best Shadow themes out there. There is another, but we'll get to that one in a little bit. But this song, it truly makes you really feel when you finally finish the game. In the game, Shadow had no idea who he was, and here, he finally remembers and now knows he no longer has to be what he once was. And so now, he's moving on from his past and starting anew. And this song captures it perfectly. From the emotional beginning with the piano, to then on the hard rock, and the epic vocals from Johnny, it really just adds it all together and makes a fantastic song. I love the main chorus of the song. It really speaks to you, and it's very impactful for the future of Shadow's character in the Sonic series. Too bad these guys butchered it! This song is definitely a highlight of the Shadow the Hedgehog soundtrack, and others too. Almost Dead, Waking Up, I Am All of Me, Chosen One. Point is, the Shadow the Hedgehog soundtrack is fantastic, and this song is the best vocal theme from it. And this is why it takes this place in my top 10. Because it's awesome. But you know what else is awesome? The number 7 spot on this list. And that is... I know what you're thinking. 7 rings in hand? What? But secret rings bad, Supercon. Well, my good sir, or madam, I actually like this game. I know. This song is the main theme for Sonic and the Secret Rings. This song has no impact on the story. It has no message like Never Turn Back or anything at all. It's just plain awesome. It sounds awesome. Everyone is complaining how it plays too much throughout the game, but me, I can't get enough of it. It might be nostalgia because this was my 3rd Sonic game, my first being Sonic Unleashed, and my 2nd being Sonic Mega Collection for the PS2. Then there was this one. It could be nostalgia, but plainly, every time I listen to the song, I love it. So, I don't know. Overall, I like this song, and it's definitely one of my favorites. Alright, go to the next one. Go to the next one. Go. Next one. Alrighty, it is time for the last song before the top 5. In the number 6 spot is the best Shadow the Hedgehog theme, and that being All Hail Shadow. Oh, not that one! Ah, much better. All Hail Shadow is the best Shadow the Hedgehog theme out there. Forget Throw It All Away. Forget I Am All of Me. Forget Never Turn Back. I didn't mean it. This theme is the peak of Shadow right here. Being in Sonic 06, kind of ironically, which sadly this is where Shadow was last good in the games, but we've seen a comeback thanks to Sonic Prime. And hopefully Sonic Movie 3? Hopefully? This theme really fits for Shadow. It sounds like the sequel to Never Turn Back, where Shadow is now really the ultimate life form, and that's Solo. Oh my god! The lyrics to this song are really awesome. I remember I'd rock out to this song all the time as a kid in my dad's truck. I still love it to this very day, and there is yet to be another Shadow theme song that will ever top this one. And one more thing of this song, and this is a message to Paramount. Please have this in Sonic Movie 3. If you don't, I'll come for you. Here we are, everybody, the top 5. And taking the spot of number 5 is the one and only Open Your Heart. Do I even need to explain this song? This song is the main theme of Sonic Adventure and is iconic to the Sonic series. What more is there to say besides how truly epic this theme is? The lyrics, the guitar, everything. I love the me versus you comparison in the song where it's Sonic talking to Chaos as he's fighting him. Here, have a listen to these two verses. So awesome. It really shows these forces facing off and can see a bit of each other within them. This theme is so awesome and is truly a rocking song. I honestly wonder how 90s kids reacted when they first booted up the game back then and heard this epic song. This song truly is iconic to the Sonic series, and it's really obvious why. Because it's an awesome song. Have you been paying attention this entire time? The next song we got up on the list today, everyone, is an epic song for an epic game that is Night of the Wind. This is the main theme of the last entry in the Sonic Storybook games, Sonic and the Black Knight. Say what you will about Black Knight, you could talk trash about the gameplay, the controls, the game mechanics, or heck, the whole fact that Sonic has a sword, but I love it! I loved it as a kid, and I love it now as a man. And this theme is just so dang awesome. I remember when I first heard this song when I was younger. That iconic... How I even first discovered this game, we was visiting someone's house, and someone showed it to me. And literally the second I saw that opening of Sonic and the Black Knight on the Wii, I immediately knew I needed this game in my life. This theme, I feel, perfectly captures Sonic in this game, because in Black Knight, Sonic's character is at its absolute peak. A guy who plays by his own rules and does what he feels is right. This song is truly awesome, and it's always been one of my all-time favorites, and it most likely forever will be. Also, this is Crush 40's last good original song that's not a version of another song. Next! What kind of top 10 on Sonic themes would this be without a Sonic 06 track? While Sonic 06 was a bad game, that soundtrack, however, the Sonic 06 soundtrack is probably one of, if not the best Sonic OSTs out there. Kind of ironic, isn't it? But one of the many best parts of this OST is the main theme for Sonic, and that is His World, the theme that takes the number 3 spot on this list. I love this theme so much. I jammed to this in the car with my mom all the time. I mean, this song was a good chunk of my childhood. We spent hours listening to this in the car. Me and my mom have so many fond memories of it, and she probably still loves it to this very day. She still loves it. Heck, Sega loved it so much, there's 4 versions of this song. All good, by the way. But in my personal opinion, the Zebrahead version is the best. It's fast, it's hardcore, not knocking the final version that's in the game, but I really love this version of the song. Also, here's a little something fun to do. Play this while in a mock speed session in Project 06. Oh, is it awesome. This song truly is one of Sonic's best themes out there. It perfectly suited 06 and really did just further show that this game could have been something big, but Sega happened. I love this theme song so much. It's top notch. It's goated. It's a banger. It's going on the Spotify Sonic playlist. It's not on Spotify. It's not on Spotify. What? Oh, hey, we got Nate's cover of it. Overall, this theme is amazing and is, in my opinion, the perfect Sonic theme out there. More than it doesn't matter. Yep, I went there. Fight me. The number 2 on this list is actually quite a recent one. Can you guess what it is?
I'm hanging on to the other side. I won't give up till the end of me.
number 2, Undefeatable. This theme is from the most recent Sonic game, Sonic Frontiers. This is the theme song for when you fight Giganto on the first island, that is Kronos Island. Where do I even start with this song? First of all, let's all be honest, this was one heck of a way for them to do the first boss with this theme song. This is a massive slap in the face, and a good one at that. We went from stuff like this throughout the 2010s to, next thing you know, this epic heavy metal epicness that will be remembered throughout gaming generations to come. The metal music really got me. Whenever I first played this, I genuinely did not see it coming at the time. Mainly because I am a huge fan of 80s rock and roll and metal, and I really like the fact that they put my favorite genre of music in a Sonic game. I love metal and rock in my Sonic game. And when I first played this, you can see my reaction. I had no idea how to react at all. You can see me, I'm speechless. My favorite bands consist of Motley Crue, Metallica, Van Halen, and Rats, and so many more. This is forever a memorable boss fight theme. Having my favorite genre of music in my Sonic game is awesome. Even the lyrics of the song just makes it sound like Sonic isn't messing around this time. He's no longer holding back. It shows with what he does in this game with the other Titans. Sonic becomes a literal god against these beasts. I love this song, the metal vocals, the guitar, that solo that I live for! Kellen Quinn, the lead vocalist, does a fantastic job with the singing in this song. Kellen Quinn did such a great job, he managed to work his way up there to my favorite lead vocalist from rock and roll, and actually maybe check out his band as well. And he does a great job as a singer. He is up there with some of my favorite rock vocalists of all time. Also, one more thing, this song is really great at the gym, guys, not gonna lie. Helps you get those gains. Overall, this song is fantastic, and I love it massively. It really deserves to be up here at number 2 in my 10 list. Now, what's number 1? Now, everyone, time for the number 1 spot on this list. You already know what it is, don't you? Endless Possibilities. Does this song even need an introduction? This is the main theme for Sonic Unleashed. It's not just the sheer memories of the video that plays for the Xbox 360 and PS3 version of Unleashed with this song in the video. It's simply just how awesome this song is, and truly just overall the emotions you feel when listening to it. This song is the peak of Sonic themes of the 2000s. One last good one for the last big budget Sonic game for over a decade. Besides Black Knight having an amazing story and an amazing theme song, this one really hits as if Sonic Team really wanted to come back and truly make this game a masterpiece after the disaster that was Sonic 06. And they did! It's just that gamers and critics back then couldn't handle it at the time. This theme is so epic, and it's just a dang good music track. It's really good. The lyrics are amazing, and it's probably definitely the best Sonic theme out there, and there is still yet to be anything that tops it. This song is awesome, and it wouldn't make sense not to have it on this list at number 1, and this is probably definitely my favorite Sonic song of all time. True story, when writing for this video, I debated for literally 25 minutes to figure out which I would put at number 1, and that was Undefeatable or Endless Possibilities. At the end of the day, Endless Possibilities won. It is still, even after the epic soundtrack that was Sonic Frontiers, this still sits at number 1 of my favorite vocal themes. And now I have one question for you, Sega. Why is this not on Spotify? Overall, these are my top 10 picks of Sonic vocal themes throughout the series. These vocal themes from the Sonic games have always meant something to me, and I don't likely see that changing. While yes, there will be more music for the future of this franchise, and who knows, maybe a song will get replaced with a new one in the future one day. Only time will tell until then. But until that moment arrives, I'll just be sitting back, having a good old time listening to my favorite pieces of Sonic vocal music. For like about 5 minutes, then I'll go back to my best rock songs playlist.